Hello and welcome to We Poets. My name is Sally Baker and I'm the host of We Poets. We Poets is a poetry show for boys and girls between the ages of 6 and 13 years old. So if you would like to be on the program, please have your parents or your school teacher call me. I'm always looking for new boys and girls to come each week and be on the program, either recite their poetry or sing or dance or play or show work that they have created. Tonight we have a very special guest, and her name is Paula Welsh. She is the founder of the Oakland Empowerment Scholarship Showcase in Oakland, California, and she has brought two of her outstanding students, and they're going to perform. One is a poet, and she has written a wonderful poem, and then she's going to recite a poem written by another author. The other young lady is also involved with the program, and she's going to tell us all about the wonderful things that she has learned and helps out do with this program. Again, I want to say Miss Welsh is always open for people to come and join her program, especially young ladies. It isn't for young men yet, but young ladies. And her name and her address and her telephone number and email will appear on the screen later on in the show. I'm going to interview the two young ladies first, and then I'm going to interview our guest second. And then at the end of the program, our two poets are going to come on and join us on the stage. So if you'd be interested in having your young lady, your daughter, or your niece appear on her program, you can call her or email her at Paula Welsh, founder, the Oakland Empowerment Scholarship Showcase in Oakland, California. And her phone number is area code 510-326-8668. And again, if you are a child between the ages of 6 and 13 and you would like to be on We Poets, please have your parents or your school teacher call me. And if you are a dependable teenager between the ages of 13 and 19 and you would like to get free training as an intern and produce We Poets, you could also have your parents or your school teacher call me. And if you are a guest and would like to be on the program, please call me. So without further ado, we're going to start our program. So stay tuned, here we go. We have two outstanding ladies, so here we go with our first young lady. Hello, young lady.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm great, how are you?
Great. Could you look there at camera 3 and tell us your name and how old you are and where you go to school, please?
My name is Bianca Shaw. I'm 14 years old and I'm currently attending Bishop O'Dowd High School.
Great. What do you like best about high school?
Just the experience of learning new friends and just exploring different people and different opportunities.
Great, great. Now I understand that you've done some work or you volunteer work with the Oakland Empowerment Scholarship Showcase.
Yes, I'm the youth liaison, so I help out with the girls, make sure everything is okay. I'm just another figure for them to talk to about anything.
So what are your duties? How many young people do you see?
Usually between 30 to 45 young ladies. We accept 30, but there's a couple more here and there that come.
Wow. Does this take place every day after school?
Every Saturday we have our workshops during the summer, and after school I am there available for the young ladies.
Great. And where is this located? At the school?
The workshops?
Yes.
They are usually at EOYDC.
What's that mean?
Youth Uprising.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Good. That's in Oakland.
Yes.
Good. And so what are some of the things that you teach the girls there?
We teach them a variety of different life skills, including meditating and yoga. OPD comes in and they teach them about human trafficking because Oakland is the second largest human trafficking area.
Yes.
We teach them healthy living and healthy lifestyles and just basically things on those lines.
Mm-hmm. And you think the girls are really receptive to this program? They like coming there and learning things?
Absolutely. It takes place every Saturday, usually between about 10 to 2 o'clock. And the ladies just really enjoy it. And I can tell they're having a great time. And I'm just always happy to be there.
Great. Now, when you graduate from high school and college, what career do you think you'd like to pursue?
I would like to be a professional basketball player. I would also like to be a surgeon. I'm not sure what kind yet, but hopefully I'll be a surgeon.
Great. And what college do you think you'd like to go to?
Arizona State University.
Oh, why did you pick that one?
That's where my sister went, and I would also love to live in Arizona.
Oh, great. So you've gone to visit her?
Yeah.
Good, good. Now, this summer, did you take some trips?
Yes, we went to Hawaii for our basketball tournament and Puerto Rico.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And do you speak Spanish?
Un poquito.
Oh, we have several interns who speak Spanish here.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about this program or about you?
I'm 14 years old. I attend Bishop O'Dowd High School, and I'm a basketball player, and I'm just trying to strive for greatness, and hopefully I can take this program and put it into great effect and just continue the legacy.
Oh, I'm sure, I'm sure. Besides basketball, what else do you like to do?
I like to do a lot of tech stuff. I'm a very tech-savvy person,
Good.
so I just enjoy anything that has to do with technology.
Great, great, great. Was there anything else you'd like to tell us?
No.
You play a musical instrument or dance, sing?
No.
No? You like to hang out with your girlfriends and just have fun?
Yeah. I like to spend a lot of time, pass time with my friends, and we go to movies and just hang out.
Why is it important that we have good, positive friends?
To keep us on a good path and to just strive for greatness and just succeed. Because we always want to hang out in a friend group where you're not the smartest. So you're always in a positive setting.
Great, great. Well, we're going to hear from you at the end of the program, and I want to thank you so much for coming. You're a nice, positive role model for the younger girls and the girls your age, and you keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, young ladies and boys and girls and adults watching, we have an outstanding young lady here. She writes poetry, and I'm going to interview her first, and then she's going to recite a couple of poems. So here we go. Hello, young lady.
Hi,
How are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
Could you look there at camera 3 and tell us your name and something about yourself, please?
Okay, I'm Dariana Hodges. I'm a senior at Oakland Technical High School, a part of Upper Campus Fashion Art and Design Academy. I'm 18 years old. I'm also a member of Young Gifted and Black Sheroes.
Great. And you like to write poetry?
Yes, and I love to write poetry.
Oh, good. And you're going to recite a couple of things for us?
Yes, I will. I will recite an original poem by me entitled I'm a Black Girl, and I'll be reciting a poem entitled An Overreaction by Sarah O'Neill.
Okay. Now, is there anything you'd like to tell us about you before we start your reciting the poems?
Yes, actually, at Oakland Technical High School, I feel like I'm a mentor for younger students, and I feel like that's something that I developed from the Oakland Teen Empowerment Pageant. They taught me skills, and I feel like I've been able to take those skills and show it to other teenagers my age, specifically girls. And I feel like that's something that we need to work on in this community, is just help empower and uplift our girls, because society kind of like tears them down and make them feel bad and insecure, but that's what the program does. We uplift, and once we give the knowledge to the girls that's a part of the pageant, we're able to take this knowledge and spread it everywhere else.
Great. Okay. So now we're going to hear your poems. Hold on, boys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to have a wonderful presentation.
Hi, I'm Dariana Hodges, and the first poem I will be reciting is entitled I'm a Black Girl. I'm a Black girl. I stand tall with my head held high. I'm a Black girl, working hard so I can survive. I'm a Black girl, and every day is a struggle because I'm Black. My pain doubles. I'm a Black girl. Watch my mom come home from work. Her feet swollen, her back hurts. She is a Black girl. She went to school, but no college. Yet every day she gives me knowledge. I'm a Black girl, trying to be resilient in everything that I do, because I'm Black and my skin is a clue. Thank you. And the second poem I will be reciting is entitled An Overreaction by Sarah O'Neill. To the girl on Facebook who commented hashtag All Lives Matter, after deeming the protest she attended a hateful event Martin Luther King would have been ashamed of, call it an overreaction. Call it a riot, a violent protest, call it everything but justified. Ask us to stay calm and be polite and voice your grief with respect. But my brothers' bodies are laid out on the streets. Violence is indicting the man who filmed the killing of Eric Gardner, but not the officer that illegally choked the life out of his body. Violence is convincing a jury he caused his own death. Had he not been overweight, he would have survived. Violence is needing 6 officers to arrest one unarmed, non-violent Black man in the first place. How can we accept a government that applies the law to fill prisons with Black bodies? How can we accept a government that permits and perpetuates violence against its people? The cops kill more Black people each year than the KKK lynched. And you want us quiet, you want us calm, you want us peaceful. Stop asking us to bite our tongues, because I cannot even guarantee my siblings safe passage to the corner store. So to replicate your disfigured perception of Dr. Martin Luther King, Dr. King said riots are the voices of the unheard, and you will hear us now. I don't want your guilt. I don't want your tears. I don't want your apologies. I don't want insistence on how not racist you are. I don't want to know how many Black friends you have. You can say all lives matter, but not all lives are killed every 28 hours. All lives matter will matter when Black lives matter. How many more bodies will be enough evidence? How many more videos of our last words? How many more must we see die before we finally call this a genocide? Thank you.
Welcome back to the second half of We Poets. I'm Sally Baker, the host. I would now like to introduce you to my very special guest for tonight. Her name is Paula Welsh, and she's going to tell us all about this wonderful nonprofit program that she created. So here we go. Hi, Paula.
Well, thank you very much for having me. The Oakland Empowerment Scholarship Program and Talent Showcase, yay, has been launched. This is our third year, and what we do, we send girls to college. We have an academic pageant. It's not a beauty pageant, it's an academic pageant. And we have 30 girls that will compete for a scholarship to Laney College. They will compete to receive the Queen crown and the sash. In addition to that, they will receive a family vacation with our sponsor, Southwest Airlines, anywhere they fly. They also receive a laptop. All the girls, all 30 girls, Sally, receive computers. The good thing this year is that the girls will get the computers, they will get internet in their homes, and they will get training for the entire family. And we're helping to bridge the digital divide with this. What I like about this program, I started with a community college. Our program is designed for a 2-year community college that will do a couple of things. A graduate will start a career, she can start a business, she can also launch herself into 2 more years of college for her bachelor's degree, so she can take care of her family. Now, the great part about this program, Sally, each of our girls are partnered with a professional businesswoman to be her godmother, mentor, and her sponsor into the program. So what we try to do is to match girls to careers. If I have a young lady that wants to learn banking, we connect her to our sponsor, Torrey Pines Bank, and she works with the vice president directly. We also teach the girls healthy cooking. We have celebrity chef Nikki Shaw, and I'm just going to hold up this poster, and I'm going to put it here. Celebrity chef Nikki Shaw teaches the girls what fast food really is so that they can teach their moms. Fast food is a rotisserie chicken from the local Safeway, a bag of spinach, wheat rolls, and water. That's what we call fast food. We also are hosting our event this year at Laney College, and we'll be hosted there on campus in the theater. And we're going to open our program with a healthy brunch buffet, followed by the program. And you are going to really be entertained. Our last winner, Aaliyah Hall, is now studying music, and she has already released her first CD.
Great.
So this will be our third girl going to college. So we do 2 categories, 13 to 15. Those are my princes, and they compete for a family trip to Great America. Of course, they're going to get computers. All the girls get money lays. I don't do flowers, I do money. And the most important thing, they get a strand of pearls. In one of their workshops, the girls are taught, do not cast your pearls, ... We give them strands of pearls to wear to remind them, if you're going to talk to a boy and his hat's turned on backwards, his pants has got a relationship with his kneecaps, and he's got on a wife beater, run.
Run.
Don't cast your pearls. So that's why we give them strands of pearls.
Oh.
So that's what I like about this program. I can't wait until we expand to add a 4-year program. I have another program that's ready to collaborate with us that is for students that want to be a doctor. And with the program, they will go to Cuba and study, and they will get their MD in 6 years instead of 7.
How great.
So I have all kind of programs that want to collaborate, but I want to keep it where it's doable. When kids come out of high school, they're not even sure what they're going to do. So these 2 years, I can help put them on the right path. After that, it's on them, but at least we will get them going. The purpose of this, Sally, is that Oakland is number 2 in trafficking. And with our girls having to attain the knowledge of how to prevent being a victim of violence and strong community leaders. So we train those girls. They have to learn a second language.
Good.
So when they're on that stage, they have to impress the judges. We have nothing to do with the judging. So they have to impress the judge. And there's usually about 5 or 6 judges there, including corporate from Southwest Airlines, Kohl's department store. They're one of our sponsors also. Clorox.
Good.
I got to get that in there. Is one of our sponsors. Minuteman Press. That's one of our sponsors. And of course, Southwest Airlines. And recently we were joined by Sutter Health. Yay! We're waiting to hear from Kaiser, but I think Kaiser will be one of our new sponsors as well.
Now, how
So
many
that's
people do
it.
you have on your staff to help you do all this?
Oh, well, I think there is about 3, and we have interns that come in from the Youth Uprising program, and those are interns that we train so that when we're done with them, they can go get a job anywhere. My last intern is now working in London, and she's also working for a public relations business in London, which was her dream. My Dariana Hodges, my spoken word,
Yes.
she is going to Clark University.
Good.
And it was such a joy to write those letters to send to the colleges
Yes.
to get her in there. So I am just so excited for her. Those girls have so much talent. We don't even focus on what their grade point average is. That doesn't really interest me. What I have found over the years, that some of those girls just need a little nudge,
Little push.
just a little push, you know, and a little pull, and man, you should see what comes out.
Yes.
At our last event, I think I cried
Oh.
through the entire program. I was so proud of my girls. And the fun part, they all came out with Ray-Ban sunglasses on. And we told the audience, we said, all of the girls are wearing shades because their future is so bright.
Isn't that great? Great.
Isn't that fun?
Now, do you use young men too, or just girls?
Nope, just girls. And if you go to our website, you will see the interview from Channel 2. You will see the newspaper article from the Tribune. And we have been in the Post. We have been in numerous publications.
Good,
So
good.
we are ready, and we're looking forward to you to come
Oh, yes.
this year. And we're probably going to make her a judge.
Oh, wonderful.
Yay.
I like judging things.
I do too.
And again, tell us the date and
The
where it's going to be
date
held.
is going to be Saturday, August 6th at Laney College, and that's 900 Fallon Street right downtown. And the brunch will open at 11. The program will start promptly at noon, and you better hold on to your seat because those girls are very talented. Again, this is an academic pageant. This has nothing to do with frilly dresses and high heel shoes. Our
Bathing
girls
suits.
and bathing suits. No, our girls are all dressed in jeans, sneakers, and tennis shoes.
Great, great. Now,
And
was there
t-shirts.
anything else you wanted to, was this the same poster?
This is the same poster.
Oh, I see.
You'll see these around town, and these
Good.
are the flyers. They're posted at all of the high schools.
Great, great.
Okay.
Well, we're out of town. I want to thank you and the 2 young ladies for coming. You did an excellent job, and we're going to be hearing more great things about you
Oh, yeah.
and the young ladies that you trained.
Oh, yeah.
So, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed watching our program and seeing our 2 young poets here perform for us. You know, they are our future. And if any of you would like to be on We Poets, please call me. The number appears on the screen. I'm always looking for poets. We're always looking for interns. We're looking for sponsors, like you're looking for sponsors to keep our program going, you know.
Absolutely.
And so there's always a place for somebody. And the interns can be 13 to 19. Our interns this year are from El Cerrito High School. And we've had interns come from all over the Bay Area. And We Poets got to go to Paris for 2 weeks and film We Poets in schools in Paris, and for 1 week in Jamaica, and film in Jamaica. And did one of your poets say she was going to Africa?
She is on her way to Africa.
Good, good. Well, without further ado, let's say goodbye to our watching audience. Thank you for watching.
Au
Goodbye,
revoir.
everybody.
Au revoir.